Kia tau, kia tātou katoa. Te atawhai o tō tātou ariki ai hukaraiti. Me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairua tapu. Ake ake ake, āmine.
He hamatai hoa kapui ka koe, Koe ano ko te whakawāti ka.
Ko te pai ki te tohu tangata.
Ko te whakaiti me haere tahi I tō atua.
By faithfully using all our skills in whatever we undertake,
May we all do justly.
By lending our strength to weaker friends whenever they need support.
May we all do justly.
By considering the views of those with whom we cannot agree.
may we, O Lord, do justly.
And by taking away when we leave this place,
Our desire to serve our world.
May we.
oh Lord.
Do justly.
Kia ora Tower College, hope you're all well and safe in your bubbles during this tough time. We wanted to let you guys know that even though it's been a rough few weeks, you guys are doing an amazing job. We also wanted to remind you that you're not alone and we're all in the same boat because none of us have ever had to do school during a pandemic before. We know that schoolwork probably feels really overwhelming at the moment, so our advice is to take it one day at a time, chip away at it, and you'll get there. But while we do encourage you to do your schoolwork, we also encourage you to take care of yourself. Take breaks, go for a walk, hug your family members, connect with your friends safely, and do whatever you need to do to get through this time. Stay positive and stay safe because we're almost there.
During the last couple of weeks, it could be easy to admit that we have become bored, unmotivated, and sometimes lonely. This hasn't been experienced by only you and I, however. It would actually be more prominent for those living alone. Most of us are lucky enough to be surrounded by supportive families within our bubbles. Those such as the elderly of our communities may not be so fortunate. If you have any grandparents, neighbours or family friends that you think may like to have a chat, give them a ring. Ask them how their day was, what they had been up to, or maybe if they have any stories I'd like to tell you. The prefects have been doing just this and contacting others within the communities. We could all agree that by doing so has resulted in positivity, and we hope that you could find that too. Staying connected will not only benefit you, but also those on the other end of the line.
With Level 2 and school potentially just around the corner, there are a few things to be wary of. Firstly, there's a good chance school is going to be very different than what we're used to when we first go back. You may feel stressed about the new and unknown situation. A school value that I think is vital at this time is that of connect, as it allows us to relate and understand the situation of others. It is so important to be considerate of other people in this time, as some people may have had a very different lockdown experience than yourself. My message is to try to be kind, understanding and patient with one another. Also, try your best to connect with your teachers as well, as they are working tirelessly to make this transition as easy as possible for you. I'm sure they'll be very happy to help out with any questions you have.
Feel free to reach out to any of us prefects as well. We're more than happy to help you and talk to you. You can contact us through the new school Instagram, which is @TowerCole, or through email. Please remember that you are not alone. This pandemic has affected us all in so many different ways, but it has also taught us so many different things. We've learned to appreciate the little things more, learned to appreciate each other more, and we've learned that even at a time which seems hopeless, we can still have hope. As the end of quarantine approaches, reflect on what you've been up to the past 6 weeks. what you've learned and experienced, and think about what you want to do with this final week before we go back to school. But please don't stress or put too much pressure on yourself. We are so close to the end, and together we can make it through this. Looking forward to seeing you all back at school. Be kind, stay safe. Kia kaha.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, God is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, God is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, God is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, God is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Talking away, I don't know what I'll just say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shine away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, Martinez, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Things that you say, yeah, is it life or just to play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. You're shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day.
Our second speaker tonight is Lucia Tui Bernards, a Year 11 student at Tawa College in Wellington. So I hand over now to Lucia.
E te iwi kua tai mai te wā. Maranga mai, maranga mai, maranga mai. Whakarongo mai ki te reo ngā rangatira. O ngā tangata o tēnei whenua kua tūrākaha ana I raro I te taumaha o ngā āhuatanga o te wā. Ko mātou nei he tangata tāke o tēnei whenua. Ko mātou nei ngā tamariki-nanga atua. Ko mātou anō he tūhanga nā kui mā nā koroma. Ko mātou anō he kaitiaki mā ngā tamariki mokopuna. Mai te tipua, mai te tāpito I kōnei mātou. Tainoa atu hoki ki te mutunga o te ao. Ka tū tonu mai mātou. Ake, ake, ake tonu e. To the people, the time has arrived. Wake up, arise. Listen to the words, to the language of the chiefs. To the people of this land who are standing strong despite the heavy circumstances of this time. We are the indigenous people of this land. We are the children of the gods. We are the descendants of our ancestors, and we are the guardians of our descendants. Since the time of the ghosts from the distant past, we have been here. Right up until the end of time, we will remain standing. Forever and ever. To face the future, We must look to the past. And here is my whānau story.
As a student at Tawa College. Jesus.
I stand complete, yet I am divided. I speak in the tongue of the obvious, yet I am verbally illiterate in my other. For I have been suppressed, I have been cheated, I have been deceived. But I am the oppressor, I am the cheater, the liar. I am lost in this present, confused, confuzzled. So I look back to my past only to find that I stumbled. You see, when part A of me took what the other once had, lied, deceived, part B became mad. After some speeches, some alcohol and ill-fitting prose, part A went in style which we forgot to disclose. So easily, so simply, as quick as could be, and boom, suddenly we became a colony. For a colonised state we now had become, all hail the Queen, the mighty Vic one. Now part B was furious, running about, prancing around with my bum hanging out, deemed underdeveloped, deprived and distressed. Part A didn't realise, we didn't know best. So quite naturally, quickly, a fight was begun and raged many years before they became one. And although one piece they may be, standing before you, me, I am still conflicted because am I really free? Am I free to be? I am white. I am the symbol of the oppressor, the racist, the problem. I am not the perception of a victim. I am the majority, the white man. Externally, in my current form, I represent the sheltered, the contribution, a mere statistic which outnumbers the minorities within society. I am as white as the smoke that escaped those guns I used all those years ago. The guns I held with pride, the guns I took and aimed and shot another part of myself with. For no longer am I the dormant embryo inside of my tupuna as they died in the hands of their oppressors. Myself. For when I look to my past, I am not met with unity or guidance, but confronted with division. For I am Māori. But where do these two worlds meet? Where do they mesh and meld into one so that we as a society can be considered in union? Like the physical representation of my being.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want.
Hello, Tawa College official Instagram account. To better myself when I'm bored in quarantine, I play the guitar.
He waka eki noa. As we enter level 3, and the message from our leaders is almost the same as in level 4. Stay home and work and learn from your home if you can. We still want the vast majority of people working from home and young people learning from home. I'm recording this on Anzac Day, when we reflect on a very different war to that of COVID-19, a war fought over 100 years ago. As I stood at the gate of my home at dawn, listening to Radio New Zealand's, I heard a morning rendition of both the New Zealand and the Australian national anthem, sung by the Tawa College Blue Notes. At that time, throughout New Zealand, veterans and young people alike would have been uplifted by their singing.
The national anthems of New Zealand and Australia will now be sung by the Tawa College Blue Notes, accompanied by the Royal New Zealand Air Force Band.
In such a challenging time, I have been very proud of our college. Tawa College, you are doing well. I'd like to finish with a quote from an anonymous principal who said some very wise words. When people say students are going to be behind, I say behind what? Not each other. They're all in the same boat. In fact, you could say in front in so many important ways. What if they had more empathy? They enjoy family connection and they can be more creative and entertain themselves. What if this generation is the one to learn to cook and appreciate nature even more? What if they learn to stretch a dollar and to live with less? What if they stack supermarket shelves and feel part of the front line facing COVID? What if among these young people a great leader emerges who had the benefit of a slower pace and a simpler life, who has a fine sense of empathy and care and concern for fellow humans? What if a young person truly learns what really matters in life? Thank you.